Finally, Apple has created a device with the M2 chip and a big display that is yet portable. With a pricing that is less expensive than the MacBook Pro, the new MacBook Air 15-inch ticks all the boxes for productivity. In the same way as it does in the 13-inch MacBook Air, the M2 CPU gives its distinctive computing capability. The possibility to choose a less costly laptop that meets your requirements without compromising the M2's processing power or being restricted to a 13-inch display makes a difference in this situation. The 2023 Apple MacBook Air has a vivid and dazzling liquid retina display in addition to the M2 chip. Apple's range has been lacking a laptop option with a big, high-quality display, a lightweight construction, and an affordable price for years. In the past, customers had to choose between paying more for the MacBook Pro or giving up screen size in exchange for a smaller weight. The 15-inch MacBook Air ticks all the boxes, making it one of the finest laptops for mobile workers who don't want to give up screen size for portability. The MacBook Air can couple with a monitor when in clamshell mode if you have one that you want to connect to while working from home. Along with its MagSafe 3 charging connector, this MacBook Air model has 2 Thunderbolt USB 4 ports. Although we think the few Thunderbolts are more than plenty, we could easily see people who have more accessories wanting to buy an adapter to have access to extra ports. Additionally, it has a 3.5mm headphone jack. This is a useful function, particularly while traveling. Those who want to utilize audio recording equipment with the MacBook Air might also benefit from it. The 1080p FaceTime HD camera is ideal for FaceTime calls with friends and family or business meetings. In comparison to the 720p camera that comes with old MacBook Air, we've discovered that the clarity of this new 1080p camera is much better. Additionally, the 15-inch monitor in particular allows us to get a better camera perspective. We haven't felt the need to prop up this camera on many books to acquire a better camera angle of our face for a video conference since it is higher from desk level than it is in 13-inch MacBook Air. We're pleased to see the return of the MagSafe charging connector on this model of the MacBook Air, along with the option to see a green light when the laptop is completely charged. We also like the magnetic connector that allows us to plug in the laptop without having to look for a port and the speedy charging times. The MagSafe port prevents it from ending up on the floor. The battery requires a little more than 2 hours to completely recharge. Outside of its intended use, the 2023 MacBook Air power cord has fantastic design. It features a wire that matches its color, much like the desktop iMac. Unlike conventional Apple cables, it is coated with a soft woven fabric that resists abrasion better. This 2023 MacBook Air's battery life is rated to last up to 18 hours, and we have found it to be accurate. The charging block is still white, which is the one drawback of the battery system. We hope to see a matching AC adapter one of these days. The MacBook Air is widely recognized for being a small, streamlined, and lightweight laptop. These aesthetics are still present in the new 15-inch 2023 model. The 15-inch model is still very light for its display size and is just as sleek, slim, and stylish. There's no getting past the fact that this laptop is wide, but we think it's a reasonable trade-off, particularly given how light it is. When using the bigger screen, the user experience is breathtaking, and we can divide our screen into 2 windows at once with ease. Considering how light the laptop is, the Apple MacBook Air M2 comes up to the expectations with excellent performance. The MacBook Air M2 equipped laptop performs better than the 2500 benchmark, scoring 2594 for single-core, 9765 for multi-core, and 28222 for OpenCL. There is a significant improvement over the 2020 MacBook Air with the M1 chip. It tested at just 2330. The only device to exceed the 15-inch Air in the published benchmarks on Geekbench was a MacBook Pro. The MacBook Air costs less than the MacBook Pro by roughly $1,000, but for the money, it is a powerful performer in terms of functionality and performance. The demanding 3D Mark Wildlife Extreme benchmark test yielded respectable results as well, with an average frame rate of 38.7 FPS and a total score of 6,467. As anticipated, The results were higher than those of earlier MacBook Air models but lower than those of the MacBook Pro series when compared to other similar Apple devices tested with 3D Mark. We have used the laptop extensively so far without experiencing any problems. We usually push a gadget to its absolute limit, and thus far, it has held up nicely. The only significant concern I have with the midnight 2023 Apple MacBook Air M2 is a purely aesthetic one. The laptop's dark color and substance make it easy for it to seem dirty very fast. Regardless of how clean the hands are, just touching the laptop leaves a ton of visible fingerprints. There is really no way to restore it to the way it seemed when it was first opened, even several wipe-downs. The top of the laptop is where it is most obvious, but the trackpad and keyboard are also affected. Other than thoroughly wiping it down with a soft cloth after each usage, which only partially resolves the issue, we have yet to discover a remedy. According to our investigation, the problem mostly impacts the midnight color. Select a different color if you think it may annoy you. Overall, the advantages of Apple's 15-inch MacBook Air M2 for 2023 exceed the disadvantages by a wide margin. While maintaining the Air's famed small weight and low price, the bigger screen size makes using the Air for work a considerably more pleasant experience. It performs well and has the same level of use that we have come to expect from Apple devices. Despite having a bigger screen, it is stylish and easily fits into conventional laptop bags. The main drawback of this laptop is fingerprints, which is just an aesthetic problem. Despite this laptop is powerful for the price. So guys, we hope you liked the video, and if you did, please don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.